Imagine a weapon that fires no bullets, requires no army, and destroys no cities overnight. Yet it has collapsed empires, ruined nations, and reshaped human history. This weapon was not steel or fire. It was something far simpler and far more dangerous. It was debt. Thousands of years ago, debt began as a basic tool of exchange and cooperation. But over time, it evolved into a system of control. In ancient Rome, as the empire expanded and expenses grew, leaders chose borrowing and currency debasement instead of real productivity. More money was created without real value. Prices exploded, trust collapsed, and soldiers refused to fight for coins worth almost nothing. The fall of Rome was not sudden, it was financial. Centuries later, rulers learned an important lesson. Swords conquer land, but debt conquers time. Wars are expensive and temporary, while debt lasts for generations. With the rise of modern banking in the 17th century, governments began borrowing money with interest. Slowly, power shifted from kings to creditors. States no longer controlled money, they worked for it. Compound interest became the invisible engine of the global system, allowing debt to grow quietly, year after year, until repayment became nearly impossible. After the two world wars, the modern debt era truly began. Nations needed rebuilding, and loans offered a fast solution. International financial institutions emerged promising stability, but they also bound entire economies to permanent debt. Many countries repaid the original sums several times over, yet remained indebted due to interest alone. Debt was no longer a temporary emergency tool, it became a permanent condition. Unlike traditional conquest, debt required no invasion. No tanks, no flags, no occupation forces. Only numbers on spreadsheets determining the fate of millions. When countries failed to pay, they were not bombed, they were restructured. Their currencies were devalued, their resources sold, their social systems cut back. Entire populations were asked to sacrifice for loans they never benefited from. Economic crises became the new form of warfare, silent but devastating. Today, the global system runs entirely on debt. Governments, corporations, and individuals exist within an endless web of borrowing. Money itself is created through debt, and debt is created through promises about the future. The more uncertain the future becomes, the stronger the system's grip grows. Power no longer belongs to those who own land or gold, but to those who own obligations. Because whoever controls debt controls decisions, conditions, and limits. And perhaps the most dangerous thing about this weapon is that it is invisible. It works quietly in the background until one day the system breaks and everyone realizes who was truly in control all along.